Hello everyone, welcome to Low Carb 360 and welcome to my 100 show here on YouTube. Now in honor of this occasion, I want to share with you one of my proudest creation, and that's my version of mac and cheese using cauliflower. I promise you, you guys are gonna love this recipe, and you can send all thank yous to lowcarb360@gmail.com. Let's get started. Okay, so the first step of making our cauliflower mac and cheese is to cut off the stem from the cauliflower. I have a medium cauliflower here, and I'm just going to cut off this green part here, and then I'm going to wash the cauliflower florets, and we're going to steam it. So I'm going to go ahead and cut the green stem off. You got to be careful when you're doing this, and this is how it comes off. And I'm going to pull this apart, any leftover stem, and then I'm going to cut this part off. Now I'm cutting around the stem because you don't want to cook with this hard part, because you don't want to cook with this hard part here. So I'm just going to pull this off and just leave the florets. And then I'm going to pull this apart a little, and I'll do the same with the rest of it, and then we'll move on to the next step.
Rinse the cauliflower florets over running water, then place in a pot of boiling water to steam.
Okay, so now I'm going to add our steamed cauliflower to the bowl. And the next step, I kind of cut this a little so that we don't get big cauliflower chunks. Since we're trying to make a mac and cheese, you don't want to see big chunks of florets in there. So I cut it a little. Yeah, like something like this, I'll cut in half, like that. Okay, now I'm going to add butter to the cauliflower. This is just 1 tablespoon of butter. And this is unsalted butter. Next, I'm going to just mix the butter in with the cauliflower. And I'm going to set this aside while I prepare the sauce. For the sauce, I add 2 eggs. Next, I add some heavy cream, some sour cream. And all the measurements for these ingredients will be listed on my website. It's lowcarb360.com. Okay, so now we're going to whisk this together. It's going to give us a nice creamy sauce. And by the way, guys, if I didn't mention this before, this recipe is absolutely induction friendly. So if you're on Atkins, this definitely works on induction. Okay, next I'm going to add some Dijon mustard, a little salt, a touch of black pepper, okay, now we'll move on to the next step. Okay, and this is our last step. We're going to add the sauce we made to the cauliflower, the creamy sauce. Give that a stir. Make sure it's incorporated. And then we're going to put our yummy cheese. And I have a mixture of cheeses. I have mostly cheddar mixed with jack cheese, but you can use whatever cheese you like. I'm going to mix that in. I promise you, you guys are going to love this recipe. Alright, let me go ahead, put this in the dish, and then we'll bake our mac and cheese. All done, I'm going to go ahead and put this in the oven at 375 for about 30 minutes, and I'll be back with the finished product. Okay guys, so this is our finished product. It's my substitute for mac and cheese. It's the low carb version of mac and cheese. This recipe will really help to fight those cravings for mac and cheese. I hope you guys enjoyed this recipe. The entire recipe will be listed on my website. It's lowcarb360.com. And as always, I thank you all for watching.